Evening, a pretty nice day here in the coastal bend. Not a bad way to start off our weekend here for Friday. Lots of blue sky around our area and all around the coastal bend. But we are going to have some things to watch for in the forecast this weekend. One of them being the heat. We're staying dry, but it comes at the expense of very hot temperatures. The heat index is once again going to be an issue as we head on into the weekend. Plus, we're keeping an eye on the tropics. PTC number 3, we've been telling you about it. So we're going to tell you how it's going to impact our weather, and really that comes in the form of our coastlines. We'll see some moderate to high rip currency. If you had plans to celebrate the holiday weekend out on the beach, you're going to want to be careful. Plus, we could see some minor coastal flooding as a result. So some things to watch for as we head on into the next couple of days. But primarily, first and foremost, it's going to be this heat. Very problematic. Still warm at this hour, even for a Friday evening. Just a few hours from sunset now. 91 in Beeville, 89 in Mathis, 92 in Robstown, 89 over at the Naval Air Station here in Corpus Christi. So a very warm evening coming down from a hot afternoon. And we're in store for a couple of hot afternoons going into the next couple of days. The feels like temperature, the heat index, that humidity factored into the air temperature, that's the temperature that your body experiences with the weather conditions outside. So heading on into tomorrow, we could get into the low 100s, and even at this time tomorrow it could feel like 101 degrees here in Corpus Christi, a little warmer for our inland areas. Now, it hasn't been very breezy, and with that it's been kind of stagnant. That's the reason why we had the air quality issue. That won't be a factor going on tomorrow. Things will freshen up a little bit wind-wise. Look at those winds to be a little more breezier, especially along the coastline. If you really want to find out where the wind's going to be breezy, it's here in Pensacola, Florida. Our WeatherBug camera showing you the conditions out there. We got, looks like a shower coming in off the distance. This is from their city hall there, but the winds now at 15 miles per hour. We saw it at 20 a little bit earlier, temperature of 74 degrees, and they've already picked up a ½ inch of rain, and they've got a lot more on the way with this storm. This is PTC number 3. The band's rolling in on the northern Gulf Coast, largely affecting the state of Florida. I'll get out of the way so you can see a large swath of rain that's been moving into the Big Bend of Florida and all along the eastern side of the Gulf Coast. I can tell you, we're on the better side of things. Notice all this dry air is really limited rain on that side, but the reason why we're kind of staying on that drier side is high pressure off in the desert southwest. It's actually giving us hot weather, but it's keeping us away from that storm, or that storm away from us, I should say. It's really helping to steer it into the northern Gulf Coast, and so not going to be a factor for us outside of those coastal impacts with the rip currents and the possibility of coastal flooding. So keep that in mind. If you have plans to be out on the beach, check the flags, try to stay out of the water, swim with a buddy and near a lifeguard at all times. But if you're going to be on land, it's going to be a hot one here into the next several days. Check out the feels like temperatures as we head on into Saturday and Sunday. It'll feel like 109 on Sunday. Monday, we may have to have an excessive heat warning issued. National Weather Service here in Corpus Christi already keeping in mind the conditions for Monday. Definitely going to see some heat advisories issued then with that hot weather. So some tips for you. Well, what you can do: avoid strenuous activity, lay off the caffeine and alcohol, drink plenty of water, check on your friends, the elderly, pets, young kids, make sure they're taken care of because this hot weather is dangerous for everybody. Heading into the next 7 days, we stay dry all the way through the weekend. Next best chance of rain comes in next week.